Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today we have two very special guests. We have Brandon and Noah. Today we're talking about graduating high school. This is the Safe and Spencer Show. All right, guys. So, how are you?
Clip.
I'm pretty good. It's kind of hot outside.
It is hot outside.
Can you guys give us a quick introductions about
You first, big dog.
yourself?
All right, I'll start. Well, I'm Brandon. I just graduated high school with this chump next to me.
Hey!
And yeah, I love sports. I love God. There you go.
Rad.
That's a little about me.
No.
I'm Noah. I'm a little larger than the other three, physically and spiritually. And I'm in my second year of college because this guy skipped.
That's true. I did.
Perfect. Yeah. Now, what college are you guys going to?
Saddleback.
We're both going to
Saddleback,
Saddleback.
baby. Go Bobcats.
Yeah.
Go Bobcats.
Yeah, same here. Okay, so yeah, all three of us are going to Saddleback, and then Spencer is a senior at
Child.
Capo High School.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Child.
All right,
Almost
Spencer.
there.
I'm a
Almost
child.
there, big man.
All right, Spencer, since you are the only non-graduate, you
All
can
right.
start with the questions.
That's tough.
Sure. Anybody can answer the questions. What is graduating high school like?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Honestly, my first year after I graduated, I took that off, and I did not like school at all. I was like, I need that mental break. So I worked and got a bunch of money, bought a car. So after graduating, pretty relaxing. That's for sure.
Yeah, after I graduated, I went straight into looking at schools, and I didn't take any years off, especially because I had no money to begin with anyway. So I was like, school's a good option to just go into. So I'm going for my bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and hopefully after Saddleback, I'll be going to UCI
Big
for go Anteaters. That's a
Go
good school.
Anteaters.
All right, cool.
Anteaters.
Yeah, safe.
So you talked about doing mechanical engineering, correct?
Yeah.
And then, Brandon, what do you want
I'm
to focus on?
going to college for computer science.
Computer
Computer
science.
nerd.
Now, what pushed you to pick those majors?
Well,
Yeah.
I love cars, and cars are kind of made from people that have learned and studied mechanical engineering. So
Mhm.
it'd be cool to be one of those people that makes cars. Obviously, as a car person, everyone tries to figure out how their last name would work into a car company name. Mine just doesn't fit,
doesn't
so
work.
I gotta go work for someone.
Fair
And
point.
that's
fair
what a
point.
bachelor's degree will get me.
Ooh.
Fair. Wow.
All right, yeah, so I don't know. I feel like everybody gets a sense of freedom when they graduate high school. And how does that sense of freedom fit you? I know Brandon took a year worked, right? How does that sense of freedom fit you differently?
Well, I mean, it obviously put a lot more responsibilities on me.
Right.
Like, I have a car, and going the transition from, like, high school, where I had to go just to the high school and back home, it was, like, not restricting, but, like, I felt like I couldn't go anywhere. But now that I'm in college, I can literally leave whenever I want. Like, I'll go to class and
Mhm.
leave to get food and go right back to school and then leave again just 'cause I can.
Right.
Obviously, I couldn't do that in high school because I was like, oh, you got to be here for this time, 8 hours a day. I was like, oh, this is complete bupkis.
Yeah.
But now in college, I have a 2-hour class, and I'm gone. You know I'm not staying there for nothing.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Cool.
Feel that.
So you've done already 1 year of college, correct?
I have.
Do you want to tell us how was it compared to your high school experience?
Oh, it's so much better than high school. So much better than high school, bro. I can't even explain. Like, in high school, you got all these teachers telling you what to do, this and that. In college, the professor's just like, here's the knowledge. Do what you want with it. Hopefully you pass the class. So it's a lot of, like in high school, it's not, like, you're not self-teaching yourself, which is what people need to start learning, especially going into, like, jobs and careers and family. You need to start self-teaching themselves. So in college, when the professors are like, here's the semester's worth of work, please pass the class. It'll get me more money at the end of the year. It's a lot nicer because it's like, oh, I have a responsibility. I have to take care of it. And if I fail, then it's a lesson learned. But thankfully, I haven't failed.
It's a lot nicer when
Yeah.
they teach you like adults, not like kids anymore.
Exactly.
Get into that
Except they
college life.
still don't teach us taxes.
Dude, I can't say that because my teacher taught me taxes for the last week of school, so I can't say that.
Really?
She literally was like, "Yeah, you can't say that we didn't teach you how to do your taxes." And
Okay,
I was
well, I
like,
don't think she
"Bruh."
taught you properly if it only took a week.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
She just did
Uh,
that. She didn't care.
Hey, I'm not gonna make her mad. Brandon, you've
sir.
probably had the most unique college experience so far out of us all.
Non-existent.
He's still in high school, and
Yeah.
then Noah and I are just heading right in.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, first of all, what probed you to just take the year break, and then also like some people look at like taking a break as like something lower or worse.
Yeah.
What would you say about that?
Well, I don't really like when they say that because for me personally, I don't know exactly what I wanted to do with my career. So it's more of like, why go to college and just like do something and then be like, oh, and change my mind completely and have to do it all over again. So I thought it made more sense to kind of hang back, work, get some money to afford college, and then figure out what I want to do with my career. So I think that was better for me at least.
That's genius for you in your case, especially because you bought a car.
I bought my car
In
out.
less than a year, you cashed out a car. Like you just
Exactly.
threw the cash at the owner, and you're like, "Give me it,"
Deuces and
and you
then
took the
dipped.
car. And now
Yeah.
you're going to school with a car and money.
Exactly.
I have neither.
But that's just part of life. We're just different, man. We're just built different.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all four of us here drive. We have our driver's license. All four
Thankfully,
of
yes.
us here
Still.
have vehicles, and all four of us here like cars. So
Mhm.
tell me, what is your dream car?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You want to start?
You want me to start?
You
Yeah.
start.
Okay, because I've had this answer for a long time.
How's that
Go
one?
Go
for
spit.
it.
I know the answer.
There's a lot.
Just
Pick
give us
one.
one.
Pick one. Okay, how about this? I'll go through like categories. So like older cars, I'd probably take a Bel Air because it's just so
What
classy.
year? What
What year
year?
are we talking?
What year?
Yeah.
I don't know. Slap a
Any?
Bel any year. They're all sexy, all of them, except for like the ones that are like total.
sexy.
Not sexy.
Yeah, the ones that are not sexy. Well, if you go into like hyper cars and stuff like that, I'll probably take a Koenigsegg Jesko. I prefer the track version over the Absolute because track babies are a lot nicer.
Mm-hmm.
The Absolute's just quicker, but track baby's nice.
Yeah.
And then a daily car, I'll probably take a Porsche Panamera GT. Yeah,
Real tough.
that gets me going. And then as like a work, not like a work car, but like car to work on.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably take a Nissan Skyline R32.
GTR.
Oh yeah, baby.
GTR.
Those are nice.
Nice.
Those are yours.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think Spencer already knows mine because Spencer and I talk about this all the time. I know Spencer's too, but
Station wagon.
station wagon. No, my dream car is a 1970s Bronco.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
baby.
Those things are nice, and you can work on them. You can do
Baby blue
whatever
white
you want.
interior.
baby blue white interior. That's the one.
Got you covered.
Oh yeah, that's mine.
You're nice. Very nice.
What about you, Spencer?
Depends. I have multiple like Noah, but I don't know. It's been changing a little bit recently.
There's one from your roots that you have to go
There is
with.
one for my roots. If I do want an older classic car, I want a 1962 or 1964 Chevy C10.
Mm-hmm, that's the
Oh,
one.
Those are dope.
nice.
I knew it.
Probably single cab. But I do like trucks quite a bit, and if I were to get a project car or something of the sort, I would have to go with probably a GMC Cyclone, just 'cause
Ooh,
interesting car.
that's different. Yeah.
It's a very interesting car from the standpoint of it's a truck, and it beat the Ferrari of its year in the quarter mile.
yeah,
which
that's
is
very
kind of
interesting.
insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, for a truck. But it's not a very practical vehicle, so if I wanted a practical vehicle to be able to do stuff with, tow stuff around, probably go with a Ford Raptor.
Mm.
Those are
Mhm.
Those are
sexy.
sick.
What
Yeah.
year though?
Probably the newer ones.
Newer models. for
Newest
sure, yeah.
model, the 4th gen or whatever it is.
Those are nice. What color though? Because
Um,
there's one color you can't get a Raptor in.
Why?
No, 'cause they're just fugly in that
Why?
color. Because
White cars are just trash in general. I
What?
drive a white car.
White
white
cars.
car, you can't get a white Raptor, but dude, a pink Raptor.
Dude.
You
No.
can't get a pink Raptor.
Dude, I would go with probably the dark gray.
Dark
Ooh,
gray.
Those are
yeah.
Dark gray?
Oh,
The
yeah.
dark gray with the black trim. Those are cool.
And
That'd
then
be
little
cool.
like
All
orange
seriousness, if I
highlights.
wanted to get a supercar or something of the sort, I would probably get a Porsche Spider 918,
Ooh.
just because I have respect for the hybrid drivetrain that they use in Formula One with the
Yes.
rear-mounted engine, a rear-mounted V8 actually,
That's
and
crazy.
a front-wheel drive electric.
Can we
With the
rewind
ERS
about
mode.
15 seconds? You want to correct how you said Porsche?
Porsche.
Porsche.
Thank you very much.
Thank
I'm-
you.
I don't know.
That's
You're
Sorry.
the one
covered.
that always gets me on that.
Sorry.
Don't you worry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
All right,
I
Mr.
respect
Safe,
that.
come on
You know,
now.
Safe's an F1
Well,
type of guy, so
Yeah, I am.
F1 guy?
he's an
Oh
F1
yeah,
guy.
since birth.
Max Verstappen.
Don't even get me started. No, it's funny 'cause I used to root for him just to beat Hamilton 'cause I hate Hamilton. Like the hierarchy is every single racer in history and then Hamilton at the bottom.
You can get a lot of people mad, I think.
Probably, but sucks for them, bro.
Man,
He
you-
has no skill. He's never been in a bad car, and
Dude,
when
you
he
are-
has
you
been, he
are-
can't race.
People mad.
Michael Schumacher is the goat.
Michael Schumacher all the way.
Really? W's. Yeah, I was like, I like to say that when I was being birthed, there was probably a race right there
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
Michael was winning, which is untrue because 2005 is the first year Michael did not win.
Okay, what's your favorite car, Safe? Get back,
My-
get back on
yeah,
track.
yeah,
man.
yeah. Well, I always have this like image in the future where I'm gonna have like first of all, I'm gonna have a truck. It's gonna be a Raptor.
Another Raptor.
Two
baby.
Raptors.
Dude,
It's such a
they're
practical
sick.
car too.
It's
They are.
such a cool
It
car.
is.
They're nice too. And
Go
they're
anywhere.
quick. You
Yeah.
put your foot down, it goes.
They're-
They're pretty fast.
They're
How
amazing,
does
and
that
they
work?
look aggressive.
Shut up, bro.
I love the grills. But yeah, it would be a Ford Raptor. I also the Raptor Rangers look really cool. Like the new ones.
Mhm.
Those are and the Raptor Broncos too.
Yeah,
Dude,
they have
those look
Raptor
sick, too.
everything.
They
Yeah.
Raptor everything, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
can we just say that the Sport Bronco is the ugliest car?
I
they've
I
ever
100%
made?
agree. I
It's
agree
so
with that.
ugly,
That's
dude.
so
It
disgusting.
looks like a toaster that was already put in the bathtub.
but yeah,
100%
I'd go
agree.
with a F-150 Raptor, and then for like a daily driver, I'd probably have a Mustang. Did you see the new 4th gen Mustang?
I
have,
did.
I have.
So it's 7th
so
gen.
clean.
Wait, what gen? 7th? 7. Yeah,
It's like
7.
a 7.
Said
Yeah.
4th, my bad. But yeah, the 7th gen Mustang.
4th gens are clean too.
They
Dude,
are.
Mustangs are just
Those are
beautiful.
cute.
And
They are.
Yeah, I'd for a classic car, it would either be Testarossa, F40,
Oh my gosh.
F40
or
is crazy.
maybe like a 1969 Mustang.
Yeah.
The old
Did you-
Mustangs are so clean.
They're
You,
so
you can do
cool.
whatever. You can do whatever you
They
want
are
with those. dude.
beautiful.
Did you
But-
see what I can't remember who did it. I don't think it was Rocket Bunny, but it was another car brand. They made a wide body kit for the F40.
Ooh,
It was insane.
Dude.
Insane. Lots of
F40s are
haters.
Beautiful.
Lots of haters, but it came out clean.
F40s are beautiful. I
I
mean,
gotta
the
look into that.
it's crazy to me because back then those cars were just like the Ferraris of the time. They were insane. They were crazy fast. All of this, and then that's just the technology that we have in most of our normal sports cars now. Like
yeah,
my car has like the same technology. It's just a 4-cylinder instead of being 6.
Exactly.
But it puts out the same horsepower, has like around the same body size. It's crazy.
yeah.
But yeah, probably either like a Testarossa F40 or like a classic Mustang. And then yeah, daily driver would probably be a Mustang or a Beamer. Maybe
Just
like
don't hit any crowds with that Mustang.
a 4 Series,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh, nice.
And then for the supercar, it would either be the new Ferrari Daytona.
Those are
uh,
nice.
The SF90.
Mm.
Also the new GT 260 something, I think they're called. They're like their newest
Oh, I know what you're talking
medium
about.
range price.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're
Mm.
sick. They're so
It's
beautiful.
like the younger sister to the 488 GTB.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep. And the Tribute 2 series.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of those. And also the new Revolto, the Lamborghini.
The
hype-
Revolto!
it's
Oh my
crazy.
goodness! Have you seen their off-road one? I forget what it's
No.
called.
I
The
have seen that.
Revolto is like the Aventador.
Yes.
But the
But
I
it's
can't
the
remember
first
what it's
hybrid.
called.
It's why they call it Revolto, because Revolto is like called mixed eggs in Spanish or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, or
Mm.
Italian. And then it's hybrid and gas. So it's like their first mixed car.
Yeah. It's crazy what they're doing now.
And the orange color.
The orange color.
Orange
It's
color.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Viola Parsife, that's their I think purple or pink.
I think it's purple. Yeah.
Purple. I think it's purple.
Rosa Cantus is their pink.
Ooh.
There you
Rosa
go.
Cantus is pink. Viola Parsife is
I
purple.
can't really see myself ever buying a pink car of any kind.
Really?
I don't
You
know,
know-
man. Pink kind of suits you.
Real men wear pink.
Well, you know, pink team won the camp, so
That's
Okay,
true.
That's a story for another time.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
yeah, don't bring it up then.
Don't bring it. Don't bring
Spencer,
it.
you want to pick up your water bottle? Show them what color that is.
It's pink, dude.
It's pink, man.
You-
Water you
Pink.
think
Man,
it's
For
ladies.
those listening
Yes,
and not
sir.
watching.
Yeah,
it's
for those
pink.
listening,
It's pink.
the pink water
pink
bottle
water
he's got
bottle.
here.
All right.
Yeah, let's. What else? What
We've
else? do you
talked a
guys
bit
wanna talk
about
solid.
cars.
That's pretty
Talked a
solid.
bit about, you know, college and high school. Well, let's talk a bit about your high school experience because there's 4 years of that,
Crazy.
and there's only like a year of college.
Well, there's 4 years of high school, but I spent what?
How did you and Brandon meet? First of all, we haven't even
Go
talked
back.
about that.
We're going back real
Oh,
far.
we're gonna go back far.
We're going
Yeah.
back 7, almost 8
Man,
years.
oh, I was gonna say like 30 years ago, but oh yeah,
We're not that old, man.
we will be.
Eventually. No, we both met middle school, going into 7th grade.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain the story?
Yeah,
What you remember?
we were chilling. Like, I was already there because this middle school was a 6, 7, 8 middle school, and I was there in 6th grade, and I finished that whole year. I already made my friends. I was like, oh, you know, I'm kind of comfortable where I am, and then you came in because your elementary school was, what was it, preschool
Yeah.
through 6.
Yeah,
So
so
you didn't
actually-
need to go to New
Yeah,
Hart.
I went to school with Spencer for our elementary school. Was
Yeah.
preschool all the way up to 6th grade when I graduated. So when I went to my public school, it was 7th grade. Same
Yeah,
school
so
as
you
Noah.
showed up like in the middle of when I was there.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was the first day of school. It might have been like the second or third.
It was within the first week.
Yeah, first week of school. I was chilling with my friends at the basketball court 'cause I'm a basketball guy. And we were all just playing. We were all hooping. Obviously, you know, we're all these like, what, 10, no, what is it, 12-year-olds?
No,
7th
older
grade?
than
Yeah.
that.
Young.
Yeah, 12-year-olds.
13, 13.
12, 13, yeah.
Around there, yeah.
So it's not like we're any good. We're just shooting
I
around.
definitely wasn't.
We're just shooting around, screwing with each other, just chucking the ball. This guy walks along.
4'11".
He's
he
like,
walks along.
"Can I play?"
Oh,
And I-
4'11" of me, man. Come on.
Oh
so
no!
accurate,
Don't
too.
hype yourself up too much. It
Hey,
was
we
not
checked the
4'11".
record. That was 4'11".
4'11".
Yes.
Check the record.
I checked the record. I checked my PE record. That's
You
4'11".
check your PE records.
They measured you
4'11".
in PE.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they weigh you
The
too.
physical.
Kind of embarrassing.
Did they really?
Yeah, the physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
asked.
they did.
Yeah,
the little
they asked
physical.
too many personal questions.
That's gnarly.
We don't have to get into that though.
Gnarly.
But yeah, I was playing basketball and I had all my friends already. Like I was, what was it like? It was like a group of 8 people. You know,
I
sorry,
guess so.
kids. But and then you come in like you're like,
I had,
Can
no,
I
I
play?
had no friends, man. I
nah,
don't
you
know
were
what I was
you just
doing.
got there. No hard feeling. You just got there, and
No friends.
you know, like he came and asked to play, and all my friends and I were like, "Does this little white kid want to play with us? Like, what is he thinking?"
I did.
And yeah, we let him play, and obviously we're not good. We're just shooting around, playing around, and we're like, okay, he's not good either. But
Wow. I heard.
but hey, are you good at basketball right now?
Absolutely not.
Thank you. So it wasn't like he can't play basketball, so he can't be our friends. It was like, this guy's cool. This
Thanks,
guy's
man.
cool. So yeah, we let him in our friend group that we had. So now there's like 9 of us. Years go by, we go off to high school, and people go to different schools. People go to Mission, go to Capo, to Soro, all these other places. Daniel, you remember Daniel?
Remember
He went off to
Daniel.
like
He dipped.
Arabia land. I don't know where he
He
went.
moved out. Yeah.
He's gone. And what is it? My second year of college, just us two.
We lost them
First
all.
year of college, all
Wow.
gone.
We lost them all.
Lost them all.
Bunch of them
Wow.
just going different schools, different career routes, but we stayed together.
Yes, sir.
Well-
That's all that matters.
Speaking of different career routes, you were actually planning on doing a different career route
I
too.
was, yes.
Do you want to talk
So,
about it a bit?
on that note, yeah. So my senior year, I was needing some extra high school credits to graduate, so I took an EMT class. It was a free after school class, Tuesday, Thursday nights.
Is that like to be a paramedic?
Yeah, to be an EMT, emergency medical technician, also to be a paramedic after that.
Gotcha.
But it was a really fun class. I was thinking, I want to do this. And throughout high school, I was like, I'm doing good in class. Did my ride-alongs, rode on an ambulance, did all this fun stuff. Got to the final test, and I was like, do I really want to do this? Took the test, didn't pass all the way. I was
Wah,
pretty
wah.
close. Why exactly? Didn't whatever, man. I didn't pass all the way,
It's the effort that counts.
and I was like, do I really want to pursue this route? And then that's when I took that gap year, and then I decided computers are the way to go now.
Smart.
Why? Why'd you decide that?
Well, my dad also does computer stuff, so I've
Right.
been around it for a while, and it's always fascinated me. So, yeah, that's kind of one of the main reasons.
Smart. I mean, it's not like you're the first person to fail a class and then decide to do something else.
Exactly.
Right.
There's no shame in that.
I know. How many times did it take Albert Einstein to invent his first invention?
I think it was Edison to invent the light bulb. Is the saying. You're looking
When
for
did I ever say anything about a light bulb? I just said
No, but that's the saying. Like
The
like
saying is how
the.
many times Edison
the
made
saying
a
is
light
I
how
know
bulb.
many
the
times it take-
saying, but I was
Stop. You're not
talking
different.
about-
You're not different. You're not different.
let me be different.
Anyway, I think it's around 200 and some odd times it took him to invent the light bulb. So a lot of
Thank you, Spencer.
times.
What's the
No.
exact number, huh?
You know,
It's around.
well, you know
200
what?
and I
do
think
you
it's
know
like
how many times
218.
it took him to invent the electric chair?
What, twice?
I don't know, probably once or something.
Well, the first person that tested it out didn't do too hot.
Well, they knew when they got it right. That's for sure.
You two already have talked about, your career options and why you want to do it.
Mm.
You
Yeah,
like
let's hear about your
cars.
career option. You never talked about your
This is true.
college route.
Let's go
'Cause
save.
That's-
what is this? Your first year
You're
of
also-
college,
you're
right?
Also
Yeah,
a
so-
freshman this year.
Yeah, I'm going to be a freshman in college
Let's
this
hear
year.
it. Let's hear it.
Welcome.
I've talked about this during our trailer for the podcast, but right now I'm studying film at Saddleback.
Film, nice.
I'm hoping to transfer, hopefully, to USC.
Go Trojans.
That's yeah, dude.
The
Go
third
Trojans.
college
You know,
we've
one of my favorite movies of all time is called Troy. So
Wow.
Oh, yeah?
it's only fitting for me to be a Trojan, even though I like the Greeks more.
Dang, you're really making people mad.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak.
The Greek freak
We can talk.
himself.
We can talk about basketball all the time.
I'm a bit of a history buff myself too.
Oh, you like
Uh,
history?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. So I see why Troy's your favorite movie.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
That's
So you
solid.
want to be a film major?
Yeah, I want to be an actor. That's
Actor, that's where you wanna
my
go.
that's my main goal.
So why not
but-
acting school?
Well, here's the thing. If I go to directing school, first of all, I'll know how it works behind the scenes. I'll have a better language to communicate with my directors. Also, when there's no one to direct for me, I'll be able to do it myself. My dream is to star in, direct, and write my own film. Sylvester did it with Rocky. Bill Gibson did it with Braveheart. A lot of actors do it.
Big time names.
The Rock is
Yeah.
a producer, right? Dwayne Johnson. He doesn't direct.
Dwayne.
He does produce
He
as
pro-
well.
he does
Yeah.
produce.
Yeah.
I was gonna say a movie
Producers
with
like-
him in it, but he's a producer, not
He's
director.
a producer. But I mean, yeah, even when you do stuff like that, you understand stuff about production. And then also, if I study filmmaking, I will know all the filmmakers who are coming up. So when they need me, they will put me in their movies.
You'll know who to call.
Very smart.
Exactly. I'll be
Ghostbusters.
I'll be
It's true.
closer. So
Should
yeah, it's
be
all
really
about
cool.
networking too. I mean,
That's
I've learned a
big
lot
thing.
yeah.
For
I've learned a
sure.
lot about that during the podcast. Yesterday, we were sitting there, Spencer and myself, at night, texting every single contact we have individually. Hey, this is our podcast. Go check
We
it
didn't
out.
say that. We would just send him links.
You just send
like,
him a link, and that's
straight
all
up
you
send
had.
him a link to
Yep,
the podcast.
just send them a link. And so
Genius.
a bunch of people who I haven't talked to in like a long time just got a random text message saying, watch the podcast. But yeah, that's the route that I want to go to. And I want to do it because I love movies and I love acting.
So is that like an AA, a BS? What kind of degree is that?
Oh, that's a good question.
So she gets bachelor.
Is it a
I
certificate?
think bachelor.
Bachelor?
I think
So it's a
yeah.
4-year
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it might take me 5 because USC isn't really happy with most of the classes that Saddleback give in the major category, so I might have to do an
Interesting.
extra year at USC.
Yeah, I'm in the
But-
same boat. I have 5 years total,
So,
just for a bachelor's.
but
all good.
it's fine for me. I like what I'm studying, and so
Exactly.
I'm good at it
Mhm.
too.
And it's not like you're gonna be behind. Like you're
It's
What?
just more time.
exactly more,
Plus-
and it's more time learning what you want to do.
Yeah, and then also people tell you, well, if you're going to community college, you don't really get to know the people and stuff. So be able to have 3 more years at
But that's a lie, though. In
USC.
community college, it's it's not much different than
Yeah.
in university.
And you get to know people at community college who will go to the other colleges.
Exactly,
that
they
you
might
transfer
transfer
to.
with
And
you,
think
so
about
I don't
this:
know.
if you go to a community college and you go to a 4-year, that's 2 schools.
Exactly.
So it's
more
Twice
people.
as many people.
exactly.
And if you keep good relations with them, who knows? Maybe in the future you'll be able to use all those people for something.
There
Exactly.
you go.
Yeah, networking again. It's very important to, I say, keep friends, which you two have kept each other for quite a while.
Long
Unfortunately, just playing,
Well,
just playing.
Tell us a bit about that. Like, has there been moments where you two are like, you know what, I'm done with Noah. I'm just.
I don't
or
think
you're
I,
like, I'm done with Brandon.
I got it. I don't think there's been any times where we're like, okay, we can't continue this friendship, because we're both the type of people that's like, you've done something wrong, let's talk about it. We'll go right back to being stupid together.
own
again.
up to it. That's
Yeah.
key.
Owning up to it, exactly.
100%.
There's been a couple times I've done stuff that he didn't like, and there's been a couple times he's done stuff that I don't like, and
for
we
sure.
talk about it, argue about it. You're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Back to normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally back to normal.
That's part of I think the most important part about a friendship is you're all gonna make mistakes, but if you're gonna not break up a friendship over one tiny little thing, there's no point. It's
Exactly.
just, if you're being honest about it, like, I made a mistake, that's on me. The other person should be, resentful about that and just be like, oh, we're good. Let's move from it and let's learn from it. So
Exactly.
I think that's why we've been friends for so long.
It's good.
Of course, yeah.
7 years, 8 years and counting.
Almost 8, yeah.
Almost 8.
Crazy.
Dude, God bless, bro.
Insane.
Well, Spencer, we've all talked about what we want to do, why
You're
we want
next.
to do it. Go for it.
All right, so
Short story?
short story, long story, I don't know. This might just go as long as I feel.
You know
Some
what?
story.
But
Take your
anyway, I
time.
want to go
Toy
into a technical institute or technical university for astronautical engineering. So I want to
Mhm.
basically be a rocket scientist, in simple words.
Nerd.
Yeah, ever
NASA
since
or
NASA, JPL, something like that, into
Space?
or you want to go
SpaceX,
yeah, Uncle
um,
Elon.
yeah, aerospace
Uncle
startup
Elon?
company,
Uncle
something like
Uncle
that.
Elon.
Uncle Elon, yeah. But yeah, so I want to go to schools somewhere where there's basically in aerospace engineering, you want to go to
Florida's good
school
for it.
in California, Florida, Colorado, or Texas,
Texas.
because they
is
have
the
all
one.
those new aerospace startup companies, and lots of rocket manufacturing companies are based out of there. NASA, SpaceX, Blue Origin, all stuff like that. Most of the rockets you're going to see are actually launched in Florida too, so you're going to have places like Georgia also contributing a very large amount to the aerospace program. I'm talking loud enough. See, it's green. Anyway, yeah, so I'm thinking right now I want to go to Georgia Tech. It is the embr school right now, tied with MIT for aerospace engineering. Or I want to go to school in Daytona, Florida for Embry-Riddle.
Mm.
They have a very well-known aeronautical program there for aerospace, yeah.
That's
Are
fire.
you planning on going to a 4-year or
It depends on really how.
Saddleback is free for 2 years.
This is true.
Yeah.
I do have that, but I don't want to end up in the same situation that you guys are in, but much worse to a degree, because of I'm going into a more specialty education, I guess,
Mm.
where if I've looked at it into it, sometimes 50% of the classes I'm taking would just be dropped as credits, so nothing would
Be
transfer
it'd be
over. Basically,
pointless,
it'd basically be just a waste of time.
I'm sure there's another community college somewhere that'll have.
Well, yeah,
classes
sure.
that-
So like Irvine
Go
does
on.
actually have a little bit more.
IVC.
Yeah,
IVC?
IBC does.
I
have,
did a couple classes there.
They do have a little bit more of the
They're,
courses.
they're
that
more
transfer over.
math and
Yeah.
science oriented.
That's true.
Much so.
Mhm.
But still, not as many credits transfer over. So I don't know. It
Mm.
just depends on. Pray about it, think about it,
Mhm.
see where this upcoming year takes me, see
And
how it goes, and
Yeah, who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
you even change your mind. I mean,
mm,
Brandon
The same
again
thing with me.
was thinking
Very much
about it,
so.
and he was a senior.
I don't know. I
so.
think I'm pretty locked in on what I'm doing. I don't know. I spend time,
Yeah, you
Playing
want
with-
to tell them what you do in your free time with some rockets?
yeah, launching rockets, blowing things up, making my homemade rocket fuels. Yeah, playing with nitromethane.
Don't arrest him.
Yeah, getting
He's
my
just a kid.
Amazon account flagged for buying chemicals that can be
Could be
used to make a
harmful.
bomb.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But you know what? It's all childish stuff. Like, who
Yeah,
cares?
but I have figured out I do enjoy doing some of that stuff, and some of that stuff will come with the career, but a little bit more design oriented as well. Yeah.
So we're all picking paths that we already enjoy partaking in or watching from the outside. Like we like cars, we like computers. I like movies, and then Mr. Rocket's over here.
Rocket Man.
So
Rocket Man.
here comes a question. How do you guys feel about the advancement in technology in all the fields that we like? Do you see it going in like a good direction or a bad direction? For example, I don't like electric cars, and I'm not super excited for like the push towards that.
I mean, I'm not a fan of electric cars because obviously I don't want the combustion engine to go out of date because that's just sad. It's like that's how we started. We should keep it going at least. Like hybrids, like fine, especially with that Lamborghini Revuelto we talked about. It's a hybrid.
But it's for more power and excitement.
I know, but it doesn't sound the same as a naturally aspirated V12.
That's true.
It doesn't have that wah sound that everyone likes.
Sorry to your ears.
That's whatever. They got to deal with it if we're going to go all electric.
It's true.
That's true.
I know, but people could say the same thing about the steam engine, right? At one point, the steam engine was the only engine on the market, and then people were thinking, oh, there's these new gasoline cars. What's this gasoline stuff? I like our old school, putting coal in our boilers and
I
making
doubt
steam.
that, though.
No, that's like a thing because
Yeah, I've heard
trains
this.
and stuff were like that. Everything was steam powered back then. And when gasoline started coming up, it was...
But I feel like the concerns weren't about excitement as much as they were about just like the reliability of those.
Well, no,
new
not
engines.
even the reliability. I'm just playing off of what Noah said earlier. He's like, this is how we started. Why not keep it, right? So the steam engine's how the engine
And they
in
wanted to
general was
keep
first
that the same too.
initially developed. They would probably be more apt to keep it and want to
Maybe
keep
I
it.
should rephrase. Not
Yeah.
like if we have it like this, let's keep it. But if we have this, let's work on it to make it better.
Much so.
So, like, we started off with those steam trains and those trains that were powered with the crank in like that.
Thing,
The little crank trains. There's no electric trains, are there, that are just like doing the normal thing? Yeah, there's the ones in Japan that go 8,000 miles an hour. There's no need for that. Like, all the trains we have
planes.
here are diesel trains, like, and they work great.
That's fine.
Yeah, you do see a lot of electricity push a lot. Not necessarily because it's more powerful, faster. It's just clean energy.
Do you
Say
think
goodbye to your Teslas.
Do you guys think we have the infrastructure to, by 2035, be ready for all EVs?
Not at all.
I don't think so at all.
Have you seen the Jetsons?
No.
Everyone thought that's how life was going to be like right now.
Yeah, not.
The
It's not
Jetsons were
even
just like this little cartoon a long time ago, same time as the Flintstones, and they were all flying in space. They all lived in space, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's how it's gonna be in 2020."
Dude, that's like Blade
Look
Runner.
at
Knock knock COVID. And we're not even close to flying cars.
A company actually just got the license like a month or two ago from the DMVs or whatever it is to like license a flying car.
Yeah, test it out and all that. Yeah,
Yep.
that's interesting.
But a
we're
company is
Did you see
going
the
through
size of it though?
I didn't know.
It's humongous.
Really?
That's not a road going to air car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
the,
it
It
is.
is.
but have you-
Technically, it is. Yeah.
There's wings on it.
the problem with that again is too. It's gonna be it's a very different.
Let's just all get a DeLorean.
Yeah, I was gonna go
It's a very
DeLorean.
different rodeo between driving your normal car on the road and flying a plane.
I
right?
think it's
Yeah.
possible to get there. I'm not anyone to like. I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. I'm just saying it's gonna be a little slower than anticipated.
Very much so,
I
dude.
definitely
There's
agree.
the whole infrastructure around air traffic control and stuff like that, and that's oh my gosh, it's probably one of the most stressful jobs you can have, just because of the fact of
It pays so well too.
it pays you amazing because the stress factor on it is
Right.
And
crazy.
if all else
I'm-
fails,
yeah, if you-
I'm gonna be an air traffic controller.
If
My friend is
literally,
going
if you
into
mess
the
up,
military.
yeah.
He's going into air traffic control.
Good.
right
He's
now.
gonna get paid bank.
If
Yeah,
because
right.
if you mess
And
up,
he
you're gonna have two
doesn't
planes
do
crash
much.
into
He's
each
just,
other.
like,
He's
hangs
gonna
out
come back
there.
looking like he just won the lottery.
He's super excited though.
Yeah,
Good.
that's a whole nother aspect of we don't have traffic control on the ground that's constantly monitoring the location of literally every single car and where
It
they
takes
are.
20
and-
minutes to get someone to come fix a red light that broke.
Yep.
Exactly.
And then
We
here's
don't
the
have
problem
that.
too. For those flying cars, they're probably gonna have to put GPS chips in or something that the government would have to track for stuff like air traffic control.
Yeah. And,
And then-
and how about the people that don't want to use a flying car and stay on the roads?
Right,
Exactly.
well,
And
they
then
do
what
like
about
electric
the people who
cars.
are like, wait, well, I don't want a car falling on me from the sky.
Exactly. Yeah. Like what
There's a lot of
if
different
what if it
What if it
dies?
What happens when you run out of
malfunctions?
gas? I mean,
Did you just fall
What
down
happens-
or what?
What happens if it runs out of battery? Yeah. There we go.
like, what happens? Do you just disappear? Like,
Exactly.
a lot of
you're saying if you run out of battery, you're gonna go off the grid? Hey, maybe I might get into that.
Yeah, there's like a lot of question marks in it, which is why I don't see it anytime in the future. All these questions are very valid. It's like,
Yeah.
if we're gonna try and do this, we gotta work through all those problems to get through it. It's just
Yeah, and still a
almost
big thing with
impossible.
like electronic aviation as well. That's not very well seen because
Not at all.
jet engines are so efficient to the point of it's inexpensive for fuel. You can just run those things constantly. The airplanes, you can fly from here, fly to there, fill it up, fly back. You don't have to wait. Because imagine a plane that's going to be able to go on a 12 to 15-hour journey.
The Tesla barely gets to Vegas from here on one charge.
Exactly.
and then
And
and
the
then have
charge
to
time is
charge that
insane.
much,
Yeah.
that size of a battery that fast again and be able to go. It's not
Mhm.
going to
It'll
happen.
take
And
twice
then
as
No
long.
matter
also
how
the-
many Tesla superchargers
the
we have.
licenses for stuff like that. Well, do you need a driver's license or do you need a pilot's
Yeah,
license?
that's what I'm saying with infrastructure.
Exactly.
It's a mixture of both, and
Mhm.
that's something I don't see
Yeah.
very.
Especially recently too. Especially
You
I,
think
I
the
live
people in
in,
that submarine knew how to use a controller like that?
like
I don't know.
I live down in
Should've been
Irvine,
licensed for
and
that
right now
too.
they're trying to ban e-bikes, and they're like, well, do we need a license for that or do we not need a license for that?
My
And
big thing on
it's-
e-bikes is if it can handle like a car, you have to treat it like a car. Because then again, electric cars aren't go-karts, right?
Yeah.
Even though
Right,
they
they're
could
cars.
act like your average boomer's go-kart, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're cars. Even though they're just an upsized go-kart, an e-bike is the same thing as an electric motorcycle to a sense, right?
Yeah.
It can go just as fast, performs
On the
just the
road.
same
Yeah,
way.
and it goes
they can
just
go
as
on
fast.
the road.
They just have like software stuff that's stopping it from going fast. It's not like it doesn't have the power.
They
No,
do-
it has
the-
the power.
The people that ride those stupid e-bikes need to be trained and licensed. The amount of times I've almost hit kids.
Yes,
Well,
it's,
they
literally-
would-
it's
you
like
know what?
12-year-olds too.
Yeah, it's like these. It's from like 12 to 14. Their parents get them their e-bikes for Christmas,
Happy
their birthday.
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Here's an e-bike without a license. Like,
Yeah.
like the
you
fact
just
that
gave
they
the
don't
kid a motorcycle.
exactly,
basically.
exactly. I need to work a year to get a motorcycle license and
Yeah.
then buy a motorcycle, and then it's gonna take me forever just to learn how to ride on the freeways and not poop my pants. And these 12-year-olds are riding e-bikes in the middle of the road with no license,
Yeah.
no helmet.
Yeah, it's
And-
gnarly, and they have their friend and like 3 backpacks on it,
Mm-hmm.
and you're seeing like
We doing wheelies in
Yeah,
the parking
it's
lot,
wheelies
30
in the
miles
parking
an
lot.
hour.
It's also like in the name. Like we have motorbikes and then
Yeah, electric
e-bikes.
bikes,
It's
yeah.
Well, you know,
electric.
electric
It's a bike. It's not
Yep.
a bicycle. No, it's a e-bike.
It's
I
a
know.
really electric bike.
Back to back off a little bit. We mentioned Elon Musk. There've been a lot of talk.
Daddy.
First of all, how do you feel about the Twitter logo change? Second of all,
I'm not a
how do
fan
you
of it,
feel
but
about
it's
the Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk cage fight?
I
coming up?
absolutely adore that. First
I
of
wanna
all,
see
that's just marketing genius.
I
right
don't
there.
care how much I need to pay for it. I'm going to watch that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to be into UFC to want to watch that fight. You have, dude. This is straight up owner of Facebook and the owner of Twitter, and they're fighting
Have
each
to
other.
duel it
Everybody
out.
uses Facebook. Everybody uses Twitter.
X.
Yeah, X. Or,
X. Yeah,
sorry.
Thank you.
Regardless,
Has it been changed yet? Or
Yes.
I know it's still
Yeah.
called. It's still Twitter.com.
No,
No,
it's
it's
X.
not. It's X. Look.
Is it? It says X, but is it
Oh, you
Twitter.com
guys
still?
seen all the
Look, like
funny
if I look up
memes?
X on my phone, that's what pops up.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
but
it is. It is.
But
X.
just
X
like
now.
is it?
Yeah, look, X, and then it goes straight to Twitter.
Yeah, but if
But
you go on the
X.
website Twitter.com, is it?
If you search up twitter.com,
It'll
X will
pop
pop
up.
up, and
But
it'll
what's the
it'll change
website?
the name of the link for you.
Will it?
So,
I don't think
yeah,
the
it's
link
officially-
changed.
Let me
I
try.
think it's
Still
officially.
Twitter.
Did
X
you hear
now.
about that one creator that his name was literally X, and it just took his name away and didn't give him anything?
Dang.
Yeah, so literally there's this guy on
That's
Twitter.
the same thing with the Sierra Mist, right?
Yeah.
And it turned into like Starry.
Starry or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Starry.
that sucks for that lady.
Yeah. But it's like literally some guy's name was X. They just took it from him and they're like, "We'll give you a tour of our X headquarters, but they won't give you any money or nothing."
I
for
wouldn't
it."
turn that down. That'd be gnarly.
Yeah,
just,
facts.
just
He's
I'd
already-
give him my freaking username
I
for
want
that.
Okay,
him
so
to
look,
sing, too.
if I search up twitter.com, it's the link stays the same. It just pops up a page that says X instead of Twitter.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's still
It's
I
still the
think
same
it's still
thing.
called
It's slow,
Twitter.
well,
it's just
slow,
a logo.
It's slowly just gonna change to X though.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
think
it's
so,
like
yeah.
Defy and what is that? What is it called now?
Circus tricks
Circus
or
Tricks.
Circus Tricks and
well,
Defy.
no,
Defy.
it's like they've rebranded like 4 times maybe, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's not Defy anymore, is it?
I don't think so.
I have no idea what it is anymore.
It's something.
It's something
Anybody remember
jump.
Jumpin' Jammin'?
Yes, sir.
Dude, that when
That
I
place
think of
is
jumping
gnarly.
when I think of jumping jamming now, I think what the back rooms looks like. Like all the jump pajamas that haven't been bought out by another place, they just look like back rooms. They're so creepy. Like the one at the Kaleidoscope. Have you ever looked inside it? It looks like the sign should say the back rooms.
The back rooms. It's crazy, man.
I
Absolutely
know.
insane.
But yeah, so
Yeah, go back to Elon. Go back to Elon.
for the fight, Elon or Mark.
Mark.
I think
Mark
to be
Have you
honest,
seen
Mark is
him?
gonna win.
Have
but
you seen
Elon,
Mark?
Okay,
Mark,
dude,
I
is
want
he on
Elon
gear?
to
He
win.
has to
He's
be on gear.
ripped.
He
He's a
has to be
black
on
belt.
gear, dude.
No,
He's a
Mark.
bla- he's a
He's a black belt in
He's a
Muay
black
Thai.
belt, Yeah.
Okay, how about this? Have you seen Bezos with his shirt off, dude? That guy's on gear. That's
He's kinda
somebody.
hot, not gonna lie.
Okay.
I think if I ever had to look like anyone,
Dude, but these
Bezos?
guys
I'd want to
these
look
guys
like
are-
Bezos. Although I think I'd want to keep
You
my
want to be
hair.
bald? Yeah.
At least what's
I
left
don't know,
of
I
it.
feel like
Personally, I want Elon to win, even though it's impossible. He's older. He's not as trained.
He's
Built like
less fit.
Patrick the Starfish.
He's gonna get murdered. I mean, look at just to talk about the age point. Jake Paul just beat Nate Diaz, who's
That was a crazy fight.
who's insanely trained, but it's age. It's
Okay,
like
but
crazy.
also look at both of their physiques. Jake Paul is quite ripped. Nate Diaz is also built like Patrick the Starfish. So he came in there
Well,
being
'cause
like,
he's
"I'm gonna
old.
kill him."
because he's
Hey,
old.
didn't do nothing.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
the age
but
doesn't have
age
a
doesn't
difference,
matter.
though.
LeBron's 38. and
Well,
he's
no,
But
but
a
like-
different
the
sport.
NBA.
That's basketball, not fighting.
But it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
but no,
Does
but like
matter.
yes, big time in fighting, your age takes a toll on you. First of all, your joints start getting older.
How long
and
you
start
you
malfunctioning.
can endure the pain. Like
Literally.
You're getting
A
hit.
20-year-old can undergo an injury that a 30-year-old can like also have at the same time.
Yeah, but,
but
not to the same extent.
Yeah, I get that. Like, obviously, your body's aging, but if you're trained and you're physically able to, like, get injured like that and then recover from it differently, like, I understand
Yeah.
when someone says, "I'm old, my knees hurt."
yeah,
I'm 18,
Me right
my knees
now.
hurt just the same as someone
Me
old.
same here.
You right now, man.
Same here.
That's what I'm saying.
I get that. I mean, valid point.
Like, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
you get hurt more often when you're older just because you've been around
Yeah.
longer and you're getting hurt more.
Yeah.
But my
Okay,
knees hurt the same.
how sick is it that the Coliseum literally reached out to Mark Zuckerberg
That
and
was sick.
Elon
I would.
Musk?
That was
Imagine-
insane.
The branding for that is insane.
Well, I want to imagine like the graphics and the advertisements.
That fight's gonna make billions.
Oh yeah,
I
that's all
better
they're
see
in
a
it
lion
for.
there though.
That'd be
Coliseum.
sick.
That's the pre-show.
I mean,
That's the
That's-
pre-show.
that's-
already
pre-show?
seeing what
Pre-show.
something like Barbenheimer was doing. I want to see like also the maps of who's voting for like Mark and who's going for Elon. Just like
Like
it
in
was
the
like
election,
Maybe
how
a
they have it on the TV.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
100%.
Like a whole map with everyone voting.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
That would be crazy. And then all the house parties that are gonna be watching the match.
Elon's gonna buy his votes.
Do you think it's actually gonna happen though?
No,
The
I
fight?
do think it will.
I don't think so.
I don't
eventually
think it's gonna happen.
I don't think,
I
it's
think
gonna
it will
happen.
happen.
I don't think it's
I
gonna happen.
don't.
Why do you say that?
They're gonna just work up the hype, and
Yeah,
it's just not gonna
It's
happen.
gonna fall through.
How
You
many
think-
times
Do you
have
think
we
it's
seen this
just hype
happen?
for advertising acts now?
Oh, 100%.
I think so.
Well,
Because have you seen how much advertising Elon's doing compared to
Mark?
I'm blanking. Yeah, Mark. Mark's barely saying anything about it. Like almost nothing. Elon's like,
No,
I'm gonna
actually-
kill this guy.
Well, Mark was just talking about how his wife was unhappy that he put an octagon in the backyard.
Okay, but that's not
So-
him advertising the fight with
That's just
Elon.
him just getting.
well,
that's him
the
getting
thing
in
is,
shape.
Yeah.
here's what I think. I think both of these dudes know how to make money, right?
They know what
Oh,
they're doing.
Look
And-
at them. They
yeah.
own the world.
They know what they're
Literally,
doing.
if they're gonna turn down an
Except for some of those
opportunity to
Chinese
make
guys.
that much money that easily by what, like let's say a 20-minute fight in the octagon, and don't get me wrong, right? These guys aren't really doing all the work for this themselves. They're freaking paying people to make graphics, put it on their Instagram or Twitter or whatever and Facebook and advertise for them to get all this hype up, right? And if they're just going to turn down the opportunity to, which Elon has actually signed for, and I believe Zuckerberg has also signed with
They
Dana
both
White
already
for.
signed for it.
Yeah, they both signed for it. If they're going to turn down the opportunity to make billions of dollars off this singular fight, that doesn't seem very
It would be the
logical to
biggest
me.
night of UFC
It would
history.
be, for
The
sure.
whole world will be
His-
watching
everybody
that.
Dana
would make
White's
money.
gonna be peeing his pants.
Yeah,
Dana,
they
Dana
make
White,
crazy
yeah.
money from this. Crazy
Yeah,
money.
especially right
Trump
now.
better
Dana,
be there in the box office.
Dana White is gonna push so much for this after the fail of Power Slap.
Exactly.
Like he is going
He's kind
to
of going down.
put
He
everything
needs something
into-
big.
Absolutely, especially because the hype of like UFC starting to die now that like McGregor isn't playing that much. All the like famous names are not playing that much.
All these like celebrities boxing now and all
Yeah,
that.
and here's my question: What's your actual predictions of the match?
I think Zuck will win, hands down. But it won't be like, oh, he's gonna knock him out.
No,
oh,
he's gonna
be
get
this
him with a
and that.
tap with the armbar.
It's gonna be the same thing as the Jake and Nate fight. It's just gonna be a unanimous vote.
Unanimous vote,
Mhm.
yeah. I feel like it's gonna be a good fight as well. I feel like it's gonna be a. I honestly think it's gonna be a back and forth battle.
It should be a good
I
fight.
have a feeling that it might be it's gonna be Zuck taking the W, but I feel like it'd be an even match. It'd be a fun thing to watch. For
I don't
sure.
know. I've never seen Elon fight, but I've seen Zuckerberg do a little bit of
Of his
a
training.
groundwork on jiu-jitsu, and he has a pretty solid basis on that. That's just groundwork, though. If Elon has any experience with being able to throw a punch, and depending on like Elon too, I think Elon does have a little bit more of a reach than Zuckerberg too.
I think Elon has more power over Zuck, but
Oh,
Zuck
for
has
sure.
the mentality and the IQ
And
that
the training.
Elon
Who?
doesn't.
Zuck does.
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg does.
Mhm.
He's a robot, dude. What are you talking about?
He's a
He's a
robot.
Well, that's
black belt
why-
in Muay Thai. Elon Musk is just a guy with money that can pay for a physique like
Here's
that.
the thing.
Here's the thing.
I don't. Is it Muay Thai? I thought it was jiu-jitsu.
Mic drop.
Dude, it's probably both.
I know Elon does jiu-jitsu. Regardless, I think I don't know. I feel like if it comes down to it, I think whoever has a better foundation in the groundwork is gonna win.
I think
Agreed.
I like to agree
here's
with
the
that.
thing. I think we're all, or you guys are all judging it from the wrong perspective.
What's the right perspective?
Because
Whatever
you're
type of
all
fight.
seeing, well, this is a better fighter, this is a worse fighter, but this fight isn't made for two actual fighters. This fight is made for two rich guys
Yeah.
who want to advertise. So what better advertisement is it for them both to come out no winner? It would be a draw, and then everyone would be freaking out
And then
going
go
like,
again.
we want a rematch.
Rematch.
It's the what's his name? Logan Paul and
Mayweather.
what?
Was it Mayweather?
No, the first
KSI?
one. The first one.
Oh, the
KSI.
first KSI.
Well, hey, no one wins. Okay, we want to see the rematch. Everyone's gonna be
that
rematch.
first fight was so rigged. I lost $20.
and then and then everyone is
luck.
gonna be fighting for a rematch. More debate, more whatever. Facebook versus X. Boil it up, and then more money. The more hype, the more money.
Do
So
it again.
why end it first? And then they might not even do it again because by that point they've already
Or does it
reached
blow
what
over?
they
Be
want.
dead by
Exactly.
then.
And then because if they don't do it again, it won't be resolved, and it'll keep being a conversation for years on. And so this is what I'm saying. I say it's gonna end in a draw if it happens.
Why do you think it wouldn't happen? Like, I feel like everybody's getting the flashbacks.
I feel like it's a joke.
The Hasbullah thing.
Hasbullah.
Oh man, Hasbullah kind of fell off. I miss him.
He
Yeah.
disappeared.
Like that.
Missed that little
I
man.
feel like the difference between that and this is, that was clearly a joke.
That
dude.
was
Yeah.
just a joke. I
You
mean,
can't actually have these two 18-year-old
Yes, you
freaking
could've.
3-foot
yes, you
dudes
could've.
fight each
Yes,
other.
you could've.
That's what we
No,
all want to
dude,
see,
These
dude.
guys are gonna get brain dead. These are the type of guys you eat the wrong type of spinach and then they have like a seizure or whatever because they're taking because they're taking like medication to make sure.
But
that
tell me this. You
would
would
wanna
have
see
watched
that?
it.
I totally
And
would
you
have
would-
You would have paid
And
to
you
watch
would've-
Here's the
it.
thing.
You would have.
No,
I would watch the
Hasbullah to
highlights.
paid for Hasbullah to win.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have
No.
paid for anything.
I would have.
I would have enjoyed
to win
watching.
in the first place.
Dude, just imagine two little guys.
We're cancelled.
It would have been a cool fight, but I feel like there wasn't as much
It wasn't as talked about. It wasn't as hyped
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
there wasn't as much advertisement about it.
Mhm.
Then it was
Especially because neither of them in the U.S.
Also, it
I
wasn't
don't even
the
know
two
if they signed.
richest
I know
people in the world.
Hasbullah actually has recently signed with UFC as a what is it, like the 38-pound division. I know that's real. Like he actually signed with them. He's making
the
money
beanbag
now.
weight.
But I don't know.
What do
I don't
they
think
have him
before either
fight?
of them signed. Huh?
What do they have him fight?
Bears.
Fight bears.
No. I
Gummy
don't know.
bears.
I think it's still just a hope for them to yeah, I don't remember the other guy's name. What was the other guy's name?
Some other Persian thing.
I don't remember either.
Did you say Persian or Person?
Isn't that guy Persian?
I don't
I
know.
don't
All I
know.
know is Hasbullah's like Russian.
He's Turkish.
Yeah.
Hasbullah?
Wait,
No,
no,
he's
he's not
Russian.
Turkish. He's like
Google!
Kazakhstani or something.
Google time.
Yeah, Google it.
Hasbulla, it's
Yeah,
He's not Russian. He's somewhere
See
from.
what Siri
Let's
has
see
to
what
say.
Siri says. Is Hasbulla Russian? Dagestan, Russia.
Yeah.
Russia. He's
Dagestan.
Russian.
Yes, he is Russian.
Did I read that right? I don't have
Yeah.
my glasses on.
Yeah, it's Dagestan.
Dagestan, Russia.
Dagestan. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Attaboy.
Woo!
Anyway, I don't know who the other guy he was gonna fight was, but I know
Yeah,
Hasbulla
me
was
neither.
like a decent amount bigger. Like he had like 5-10 pounds on
Yeah,
him.
he had a
I
little
think,
bit on
that
there.
entire fight was just a joke. For the
Yeah, of
internet.
course.
5 or
As
10
it
pounds of
always is.
height. That's
But-
all. That's all it was.
But
I,
here's
no,
the thing.
I feel like it's like the same thing as like dude, this is kind of bad, but have you ever seen those kids that like have like things going on with them and they're like walking around with like the helmets on? Like, I feel like
Oh,
those that's the type of situation you get in. Like, this kid, like imagine this kid takes a punch and he straight up dies like on the octagon. That would not be good.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
that's true. Well, yeah, I feel like that one was just a joke.
Hasbulla Abdu Rozik.
That's the other
That
one.
was the other guy's name.
Abdu,
Abdu Rozik.
Abdurrazak.
stop. Just because you're like,
Just because
Stop.
you're from there.
Stop.
doesn't
Just
mean
'cause
you
you're
say
from
it
that
right.
Not from
area.
there.
stop.
I'm from Egypt, bro.
That's still the Middle East, bro.
It's North Africa.
I still think Hasbulla would have won.
That's
I-
North Africa.
But yeah, do you guys think it's legit though? Like Elon and Mark?
I genuinely do think it's legit, dude. Like
I
I'm saying,
hope it is, but
like
I really
I'm
don't
saying-
think
I hope it is.
why would these guys take up that opportunity and turn down the opportunity to make that much money that quick?
Because they don't
Because
want to die.
if you add up the amount of money that everyone in this neighborhood has, everything visible, they have triple it, so they do not even need to
They don't
fight.
even
Way
need
more
it.
than triple.
I
So
know,
it's
but
more out of, like,
straight up
And going back to
flanking
your
when
age
he
thing,
tells
they're
them-
both old as hell.
it's free advertising though too.
So then why would they need to fight?
Just hype
It
it
is
up and
free
just dip on the
advertising.
fight. There you
Yeah,
go.
that's
I don't know.
true.
I feel
Same
like if they do
advertising.
fight, then like, and people see that it's real. Because right now it's not being talked about.
So you're
anymore.
saying you want this to be like a Floyd Mayweather Logan Paul thing? It was gonna get canceled, but all of a sudden it started happening again.
something like that? Because I think if they see like, look, people are like smelling, hey, this isn't real. This isn't happening. They're gonna be, hey, our advertisement's going down because they straight up pay people to like sit there and look at graphs. Like, hey, people are like
Yeah.
advertising, right?
Yeah.
That was gross.
So
That's
I feel
true.
like they'll go and they'll follow through with it eventually. I don't know. I could be wrong though.
I do hope so. I think it'd be cool.
I hope so.
I
I
hope
would
so.
love to see it.
I would love to watch it. I'd love to see. And I mean,
I
at that
know.
point, when you have that much money and when you have had already that much success, there isn't really anything that you can do that would be predictable. Like you can do whatever. Like I
Yeah.
have already unlocked boss
Ooh,
level of existence.
That's a good question. I have a good question. What's the amount of money where once you have that much money, you don't need any more money?
$10.
Us right now.
No, like plausibly, like you
Sells
can
a bar
buy
chart.
Like where you don't
everything.
need anything.
I think in order for me to be genuinely happy, like
Not even happy.
not
You don't
dream. No. I'm saying
Do you
like to
think
have
money
like
buys
a
happiness?
dream life, because houses nowadays are like $1 million.
Right.
Cars are going up. Everything's like prices are going up. Gas prices are going up. Fine, buy an electric car, but you won't be happy at the end of the day.
The government said Bidenomics is working.
Whatever,
Bidenomics.
man.
Bidenomics.
They're calling
Whatever,
it
man.
They're
Bidenomics.
calling it?
They're calling it Bidenomics.
All right.
They think they're
If they're saying
Not
that's
to get
working-
political, but it's not
If
working.
that's working.
If
then
if they're
I'm
saying
6 foot.
Bidenomics are working, then believe me, I'm going to forget about the Pythagorean theorem by tomorrow.
If Bidenomics are working, bro, I'm 6'5" right now. Look at me.
There you go. No, I think to have like a comfortable life and to have like the dream life, your net worth needs to be over $1 million.
At least.
At
I think.
least.
I think it needs to be like what? I think the plausible amount of money is probably like at least 100 million.
At least 100 million.
Because
I can
once
buy
you're at
whatever I
that, you
want.
can buy whatever you want, and you could still have money to live the rest of your life.
I think 10 million.
You think 10 million, and you could just live with whatever you want?
I think 10 million might be
What if I want a jet?
exactly.
12
That's something
million.
like 100 million. You can buy literally whatever you want.
That's
you
what I'm
still have
saying.
money over left over.
There's.
Well, I'm not.
genuinely, there's
I'm
an
not
amount
in
out
that.
there.
I'm not in that state of need where I need all that money. Like I'm
Well-
just gonna forget about half of it.
His question is, what's the most amount of money that you could have to where you could just like spend it on whatever
Where
you
like
want?
literally like
10
Elon,
million.
Elon has enough money where he can go and buy Twitter. What the heck is the
can buy
biggest
a whole
expense that
island.
he's in? Yeah.
But
What's the amount of money where
Okay,
you can
but
make
if I
the
say I wanna-
biggest purchases
Yeah,
you
he can-
possibly
well,
can?
the
You know, he
biggest
can buy
purchase I want to
Twitter
make
and
is a
still be
house
the
and then a
richest
car
man.
and then a wife.
And then a what? Did you say then a
And
wife?
then a wife.
Talk about that. How much does a wife cost? What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you what. I had a
Back in
girlfriend
my
that cost me about
country.
$7,000,
Not even a
and
year.
it wasn't even a year.
Most of that was gas money.
Yeah.
Damn.
Tough
To
luck.
get there.
To get.
Bad decisions.
How's
Yeah,
your
what-
girlfriend?
Yeah.
Dude, girls are expensive.
That's true.
Amen.
Well,
So are
what do you
Legos.
think is the amount of money?
Like I said, I think it's roughly $100 million with
How
that.
about this? Let's go in the middle. 50 million.
Why? With 50, you can buy a private jet with $100 million.
I'd say a
You
billion.
can buy a private jet for
is-
$2
is-
million.
A billion is
You can't buy a private. Can you
a
really
billion
buy a
dollars
plane
is so
for
much money.
I think a private jet's.
Well,
if
okay.
not
Well,
more.
what are you talking? You talking about a 10-person Drake type of plane? That
No.
might be $100 million.
No, I'm thinking a plane, not a Cessna, right? A plane where I can
I don't know
go
what that
have a
is.
pilot that I pay, and I can just go. I want to go to Tokyo for lunch. I want to get real sushi. Boom, I'm going to Tokyo for
My
lunch.
dad's uncle used to have a private jet.
Okay. Well, if
Something
you want to
like
go
that.
to Tokyo for lunch, you got to think about that the day before.
That's what I'm saying though.
At least.
It's like a 14, 15-hour flight.
Regardless, I can have a plane where I can just do that whenever I
Yeah.
want. I don't have
I
to.
want a
Okay, but then you
helicopter.
buy it once. You don't need to buy it again.
Then
well,
what's
you
the point
have
of
to pay
everybody
for
having?
the hangar.
You gotta buy the
You have
hangar and
to-
gas for
No,
it.
you
and
can't
all
buy
this
the
stuff.
hangar. You have to rent it constantly
Rent
from
out
the
a hangar.
airport.
Okay, but still, I think you
It's
could
not like
do that
put
with
it
50
in the
million.
backyard. 50 million.
I
It's gonna
could.
run out.
You can park it
Unless-
wherever
I don't
want.
think I'm
Unless
gonna
you're
live past
constantly
50. Come on.
Why?
I'm friends with this kid.
What is that? Just bad
What does that
luck or
mean?
like danger?
Must have never
Well, I have. How long have we been friends?
been 8 years.
I've been in danger for almost 8 years.
How is that in danger? Brandon's not gonna live. He's friends with me.
Sorry, he's in danger.
I'm in
Because
danger.
of- he's
He's
in
in
danger
danger of
because of
me. I'm
So-
in danger.
I'm in
I hate my
danger.
purple crayon.
Dude, I'm
This is
safe,
cool.
bro.
Fine, 100 million.
Thank
fine.
you.
I'd say a
Fine.
billion, bro. Imagine
Billion is way
okay,
too much
okay,
money.
Imagine walking into a hotel, doing something, and then the guy goes, "Hey, you can't do that," and then you go, "I own the place." Like
Yeah, here's $100 million.
Get 100 million. Just
I
That's
just own the
BDE.
place now.
That's
Like-
what we call BDE.
Sure, man.
Like that's just like dope. Like, hey, sir, you can't do that. Sorry, I own the street.
Hey, sir, you
Like-
can't do that. Here's $1,000. Shut up.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
that's real.
Okay.
That's real. And then they'll be like, "Cool, sir. Like, do you want me to like lick your shoes
You want me
clean?"
to wash your car while I'm at it?
Like,
You want me to make you some bologna?
imagine the amount of like power. And here's the thing. You said you were talking about like happiness for a quick second when we were talking about money. You were saying, "Yeah, I'd be happy with this." Do you think money can buy happiness?
Yes.
You do.
Money can buy things that can make you happy.
Mm.
It can't buy happiness, but
No.
Hey,
when
Legos.
I look at my bank account and I see 75 cents, I'm not happy. When
What
I
about-
look at my bank account and I see my paycheck, which is just straight money. It's
So you
nothing
think-
else other than time, because time is money. But if I look at my bank account and I see $8,000, I'm just happy already. I don't need to buy anything. I don't need
you're
nothing.
not
If I
worrying
see
about
the money,
anything. Yeah.
well, of course I'm gonna buy stuff. But
Legos.
woo, Lego. No, but seriously, money is literally happiness. But the
Money
only way you
itself
get
is
money
happiness.
is through time, and time is money.
And
I would
dedication.
disagree with that.
Well, yeah, because
Really?
I feel like
Yeah.
there's a striving
It's
for
unbiblical.
more, constantly, always striving for more. Otherwise, why the heck is Elon Musk trying to buy Twitter? Not because he's bored. He's trying to make more money. Bro, you have it.
wrong.
You have
Just
all the
Quote anybody
can-
else. Quote anybody else. He was literally he said he wanted Twitter.
You know,
He just
you
That's
know,
why he
Elon-
wanted it.
You
But
know, Elon
anyone else, go ahead.
Elon can literally solve world hunger with his money.
Then why
Is he
isn't
going
he?
to? No.
But he
Why
already like
isn't
has
he?
like he
Because
has
he's
the money
selfish.
to fix the world. Like
Then why isn't he? Why did he buy Twitter?
because
Then why do people strive for more money after that? They're not accidentally making
and
hundreds of billions of
Here's-
dollars,
here's the
right?
thing,
Once you
here's the
have at
thing.
least $1 billion, I feel like you should be
I think
set to buy whatever the heck you
They're
want in your life.
greedy is what all
I-
they are.
not just greed.
Like Kylie Jenner.
Biblically, like you can't serve two masters.
Right.
And right now, their master is just making money, and so they've already been put into this cycle where they're like, "I just want to make more money." I've been used to my entire life has been just going to work and making money, and they're already at an age where they can't do like the crazy fun little stuff that we do, and so all they can do is just slave away at making more money.
You're right. We can do crazy fun little stuff. They can do crazy fun stuff.
That is true.
Big stuff.
I don't know. I feel like there's a point again.
I think that
which,
they envy us.
yeah,
Because
I mean,
because
once you make
Oh,
that much money,
absolutely.
you can't turn back to having a simplistic life. Like
Right.
like,
Put it in an
like
offshore
celebrities that wish they weren't celebrities. That's a big thing. Like
Harry
celebrities.
Styles.
Yeah.
He moved to what was it? Not Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Because people in the Netherlands like, hey Harry Styles, and they just let you go on your way.
Not the paparazzi.
Yeah, it's a big
That's why he went there.
People envy people with that much money and that much fame. Envy people who don't have fame at all. Just
Okay,
I
well-
think also
simplistic
not
life.
just fame. I think they envy us because we have this type of non-security too of
Innocentness.
next day what am I doing? You know, tomorrow I wake up today and there's this just sense of like mortality in a way where it's like I don't know how my day is going to look like, but for them they've already gotten to such a point where they have every single moment of every single day scheduled. They probably have stuff scheduled until like 2030 already. They already have a schedule for that.
Sure.
Sure.
And we have a different type of freedom where I don't know what I'm eating tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Unless your mommy packs your lunch.
They
then
don't know
what you're
anything.
eating.
Even then,
You're on
you
your
don't
way.
know anything. But yeah, I'd say that sense of happiness is also just kind of non-existent in their life.
I think to a certain point, money is happiness, but after that certain point, like Elon Musk type money, it's just like
This is job now. It's just
Yeah, it's
someone
just
can hand me
whatever.
$50 and I'll be like, you can have it back. I don't need it.
take
Yeah.
take a
50
mill.
bro, he can give you 50 million and he can be like, I don't really need it back.
It won't dent his bank account.
Yeah, that loops
Exactly.
back to the question. How much money?
I think you hit it on the money though.
And
100
when
mil.
you get to
Hit it
that
on the
money, how
money.
do you stop yourself? Like, should you stop or do you just keep going?
I think you don't need to stop or keep going. I think it's just like I'm comfortable. Like what was his name? Was it Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, I am enough. I have enough. I'm good.
I'm out
So
of here.
he's not gonna like he's gonna keep making money, but he's
Mhm.
not trying to. Just
Yeah.
like his
He's
movies
doing-
are making
he's
money.
everyday life now. He's
Yeah,
making
exactly.
money for it.
Like he's
getting
he's
paid for his
existing
likeness.
and being paid.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So he's done. Like he's just stopped. He's
Mhm.
retired, but he's still gonna make money.
Yeah, now he's spending it on doing art and stuff that he actually loves, which is amazing.
So it's like a full circle. He started off like us, just doing whatever. He made all that money, and now he's back, just doing whatever
But
he
still,
wants.
if you're Jim or whatever,
Jim Carrey.
yeah, and you're
Yeah.
walking around
we have Dumb and
outside
Dumber
in the
right here.
streets,
No, you have dumbest and dumber.
The same person.
Exactly.
Got him.
So we can totally tell that we all love Jim Carrey. Go on, Spencer.
no, but if you're him, you go outside. I'm trying to go to the grocery store. You walk around, you're gonna get flooded with people. Hey, can I take selfie? Can I take selfie? Hey.
No, back up.
Imagine
Yeah,
this, though.
but
Some people
you
like
can't-
that. Some
well,
people like
Yeah,
like,
but to
wouldn't you like walking around and then having people like, hey, can I
No,
take your
I don't want to
picture?
be
Can I-"
famous ever. I never want to be famous.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I never want to be
Some
famous.
people might want to be famous, but I feel like if that becomes your life for a year, still a year later, people are still gonna be doing that. You're like, dude, haven't you already like seen me somewhere?
Gets
Come
old
on, like
real
it
quick.
gets old really quick.
Well,
Name anyone who fell off. There's still people coming up to them saying, I wanna
literally,
go, I
yeah.
wanna
Like I bet you if Kanye was walking around, people still come up.
oh,
Can I get a picture?
absolutely. There,
100%.
go." Kanye's
every
dead.
day you see paparazzi pictures
Straight
of
up.
No,
Kanye.
physically.
Well,
Got a speechless.
here's the thing. What's your guys' life goal long term? Like, where do you come to the point where I'm like, I'm good now. I can just die.
When I'm in heaven,
If I have
dude.
a happy family, a good job, wife and kids,
prosperous
that's about
family,
it.
I think that's a good idea. A prosperous family. When I have reproduced and have my children
exactly.
at their own life, living their own life prosperously, and they're starting to have a family and kids, I think that's when I have reached.
So when you're a grandfather.
yeah,
See,
sure.
when I set up my kids for success, I think my time's good.
Yeah, I think when
As
you've
soon as I set
completed
them
your
up-
job as a father, I think that's a good
100%.
You ever
ending
seen that
point.
Shaq quote? He said 2 degrees, then you can have my cheese.
Yeah, I love that. quote.
That's what his thing is.
He
with the
tells his kids.
Yeah.
2 degrees.
What about you? What's your goal?
No, I'm the same. Like, wife, kids, and then when my kids are able to be themselves and that they have a family and they have kids and I have grandkids, and me and my wife are like
Retired.
just traveling, just doing our own thing. It's like just done.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? Car crash tomorrow, I'll be all right.
Yeah, how do you
I mean,
wanna die?
I'm gonna die, but
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
don't
all
know.
right.
We'll be all right.
You wanna die?
How do you want to die? What's your favorite death?
How do I want to die? I
Yeah.
want to die in a car crash.
Why?
A speeding car crash,
Mm.
not
Mm.
some drunk bozo
One that you caused
T-bones
yourself.
me. Yeah, one that like, oh look at me,
You
I'm
provoked.
I'm driving my Lamborghini SVJ on a track. Oh, I spun out. It's all right.
Ken Miles. Is that his name?
Ken Block.
Ken
The
Block.
block.
No,
But he
wait, no,
he
no,
died.
no,
he
no,
died,
Ken Miles, the one
uh,
from the Ford movie, Ford vs Ferrari.
Yes. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, yeah,
I thought you were talking about Ken Block.
No,
died
he
in a
was
snowmobile
testing
accident.
the new Ford GT, and then he spun and died.
Yeah.
At Palm,
If that's how
Palm
I die,
Springs.
that's how I die. Like Paul Walker, R.I.P. Paul Walker. But if I die like Paul Walker did,
Chilling.
hell yeah.
You're happy?
I don't even care. I don't care if no one knows me enough. I'll be like, dude, if I die in a Porsche Carrera into a light pole, that's all right. 150 miles an hour into a light pole, that's okay with me.
That's okay.
What about you, Brandon?
Honestly,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
kill
know.
him.
Dude, you know what'd be cool?
I
I
guess.
kind of want to be shot one time just for the experience to say like.
You can't be shot again if you're gonna die.
No, not to die.
Just say that you got
like, what
shot.
if I
Get
get
shot in the shoulder
Yeah,
or
get shot
something.
in the shoulder.
You know
and
what
the
I'm saying? If
foot,
you want to
like,
die, then
like I remember I was in Chicago for my
if you
international
want to get
bridge
shot, you'll go to
building
Chicago.
competition. I was talking with the Uber driver, right? And he straight up is like,
Uvu driver.
I've been he's like, I've been shot in my leg. Like, I don't know how it came up, but he's like, I've been shot in my leg like 17 times.
You just flex that. Just
Yes, and he's like, you want to come out and see it? And then we like look, and he's like, you want to touch it? And I'm like, okay,
Hey,
dude.
you
Touch
wanna
what your
touch-
leg. I
If
have
a
one
taxi
too.
driver ever tells you, "Hey, you want to touch it?" That's when you tell him
I
to
think-
stop and
I want a
get
new
out.
Uber
Well, no, he
driver,
was an Uber
please.
driver. He was cool. He was in the Israeli army, I think.
That's crazy.
That guy, if he was in the Israeli army, that guy's seen some things. The Israeli army is the #1 army in the world.
Dude, they're gnarly. They're gnarly.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Top army.
They have the highest military technology
Dang.
out of
Crazy.
anyone.
I can flex
Israel's
now.
nuts.
I can say that my country beat. the
Were you
number
in that
one
army though? Are you still there?
My
You're
We're
the U-
bombing,
you're
we're
the US
bombing,
Army
we're
now.
bombing your people as we speak.
My people enslaved their people.
yeah, my people did enslave their people.
My people watched the
Very
candle
proud.
burn for 8 nights.
We're getting canceled so fast.
Noah's Jewish. It's
You
okay.
weren't supposed to tell them. You were supposed to figure it out.
Well, he's
I think they
Jewish.
figured it out now. I
Look,
hope.
look. You see the
Jew-
nose?
The schnoz.
The schnoz? I look like Gru if I'm
Dude, we're
bald.
gonna
Hey, this is
canceled
actually a
so
pretty good
fast.
podcast so
This
far.
is.
So
Hey,
far, so good.
We're on a good roll. I haven't sworn yet.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
Good
a
job.
miracle
Good
in
boy.
itself.
Yeah,
The
I
podcast isn't over.
like to be in a
So say
convertible.
what's being a convertible when
blasting
you die.
Continue,
music,
continue.
driving like down a canyon or something, and then just die
Tumbling?
and then crash or whatever. But
Fair.
I want to
Die
die
and then
before the
crash?
Yeah, like I die, and then the car can do whatever. It can stop. It can crash. It
So
can
you
do whatever.
jump, dude. That's like
Jump
I
out of a
don't know.
moving car.
Dude, have you ever thought about that? Like, if a plane is crashing, like it's going down, you can jump out as it's falling, and you'll be.
You know what'd
fine.
be
And then where would
gnarly
you
is
go?
Shut up.
Just kidding.
what'd be
Shut up.
crazy is if like skydiving without a parachute, like straight up just jumping out of a plane, like knowing for like how long are you falling when
You ever seen that?
you're falling for like
you see
5-10 minutes, right?
You see that Thor movie where Hulk just landed on the Rainbow Bridge and he just went. "Duh." That's what I pictured someone falling.
No, but like
to happen.
you'd be falling for like 10 minutes. I feel like, and you'd know that whole time, like straight up, I'm gonna die when.
Yeah,
I hit
what
the
would you be
floor.
thinking
feel like
about?
they
Yeah,
would-
that'd be
A lot of
crazy.
here's the
like
thing.
the mental
a lot of
things
people
you'd be
die
going through.
parachuting before they hit the ground out of fear, and so if you
would you die out of fear?
yeah you
I
He
think
would
you'd have-
especially. He hates heights. Like he's
I think
one
you'd
of
have a heart
Supreme
attack
Frame.
or
hate
something.
heights
You could
too.
have like like a heart attack.
So
or
I
like,
think most people would just probably either die in the air, or some people would just like you would disintegrate, like
Just
you
zone
would just
out.
like disappear midair. You're just like
why?
That's not how the-
I don't think you disintegrate, but it'd be
You're
kind of cool.
Mentally, you could just.
I mean, you'd
when you hit the
disintegrate.
floor, you would disintegrate.
Probably.
you just
No,
flat
you
on the
just
ground.
go
No, you would
You'd
look like a
splatter.
dream machine. That Jamba Juice drink. It's got watermelon and peach in it. That's probably what you'd look like.
Something like that. I don't know. But like, what would you be thinking if you're falling from the plane?
Okay,
no
well,
parachute?
how about this? Let's give the situation. You're falling specifically to die. Like you're falling to die.
Ollie
You would
off a
probably
building
still
or
die.
something?
No, wait,
No,
wait,
no,
wait.
you're jumping
instead of this. You jump out of the plane. Your intentions aren't to die, but you realize
You have
You
no
don't
you
parachute.
have no parachute.
Oh,
on.
that's when you die of fear. That's you. Poop
I
and
will-
then
No,
you
no.
poop
You
and
know
die.
what? I think I'd be like, why? Like how?
no.
did
You'd
I
have
do that?
10 minutes to
You
like
have 10 minutes to think. My first thought would be like, you know what? All right, like, I'm gonna be screaming this and that, but at some point I'm just gonna be like, I'm already dead. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what would
in
you do?
a little while, like I can see the floor. I'm going to die there. Like, what?
I'm
I don't
dead.
know what I'm gonna be thinking about, but I won't be like, I won't be screaming.
I
I,
don't think I will
panicking.
either.
already know I'm dead.
Yeah,
I already
would be
know it.
hardcore
I'll probably just
panicking.
be in prayer.
You'd be panicking.
I hate heights. I hate falling. And
He wouldn't be up there in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. So I wouldn't have to worry about that.
No. Okay, let's put an even crazier scenario. You're in the
You're
Boeing
blonde.
747, right, Brandon?
Mm.
That's a
Alex
big
Trejo
plane.
is flying the plane.
Oh, that's
He
your
Who's flying
decides
the plane?
he needs to go. I had a
That's
dream
the
about this
dream
at summer
you
camp.
had.
Who's flying the plane?
Alex Trejo.
My
He's
pastor.
he's our pastor, our junior pastor.
He is flying the plane. Right engine fails. We see it. We see the plane banking hard this way.
007 it. Go out there and fix it.
It's going down. Yeah, sure.
Mission Impossible.
Okay.
Hold on to the side.
Dun, dun, dun,
You're going
dun.
down. Everybody knows. Hey, we're gonna go. Brandon, Everybody else runs to the parachute. Brandon, you're sitting there like, holy cow, this isn't real. You run over to the cabinet where the parachutes are. There's no parachutes left in the cabinet.
Wah, wah.
I'm staying in the plane.
You're staying in the plane? You're not.
Heck yeah.
You're not jumping out with a chance.
Actually, you know what?
Isn't there like a chick who like a few hundred or like
There's a
not,
dude who did it.
or like
Yeah,
30
she
years ago, she
fell
like
and
fell
she's
from like
fine.
30,000 feet and like hit like a pile of like hay or whatever and like
And
survived with like
Something like
broken
that.
bones.
I am not that lucky.
Listen,
You think-
no, here's the thing.
Physically not that
If
lucky.
I hit the floor so hard, I'm just broken everywhere, paralyzed. I'd rather die.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
that's
saying
same.
too.
I'd rather be dead.
Same. Like if I'm paralyzed, I'd rather die.
Well, it depends when I'm paralyzed. If I'm paralyzed, legs down, I'd live. I'll be fine.
Well,
But
I don't
if
think
I'm
she was
paralyzed
paralyzed,
neck
she just like
down-
broke her bones, like straight
I
up like broke her
imagine
ribs or
so.
something.
I'd imagine she would be paralyzed.
I don't think she was. Yeah, that's what I think was so crazy about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's insane.
Well, talking about your bad luck, you know, there's a movie that Brad Pitt did. It's called Bullet Train, and the entire
That's
movie
a
is
great
about-
movie.
It's so.
That's a great
the
movie.
entire thing is like he has like terrible luck.
His
but
luck is
His
horrible.
luck is like works so good for him.
It's bad luck, but it turns out to be good luck. And he's like, oh dang.
Yeah. Do you feel like your luck ever works like that? You have
Nope.
you're put in a bad situation, but
speak
then
for
something
him.
good comes out.
Absolutely
Nope.
not.
Yeah, Brandon
It's
has
just
just
purely bad
terrible
luck.
luck.
He has
You
horrible
can ask
luck. He was born
any-
blonde.
You can ask any of my friends. I have the worst luck. It's like minuscule, like little tiny things, just bad. Like driving, red light, every red light behind every.
That's
granny,
why I gotta drive.
everything. I don't know. I just every little
We-
thing I have bad luck.
We
in.
will drive the same. Like I remember one day we were just driving around. It was like PCH, right? We finished the drive in like 30 minutes. He drives. We're done in an hour. He hit every red light.
They counted them all out. They're like,
It
oh,
was
there's one,
horrible.
There's two. Oh, 17, 24. Like, thanks.
I didn't even think you could hit that many red lights. I didn't even think there were that many lights on the road because I just go through the green ones. Well, I also go through the red ones. But
We got him. This podcast
him.
was just to catch him.
Got him.
Runs
Get back
off.
on here.
I can't run that fast anyways.
But yeah, I'd say
Dang.
this was a very fruitful and very fun.
Very, very
Episode.
chaotic podcast.
We're done?
Any
you
last
wanna be-
I
thoughts?
could keep going for 3 more hours.
Dude, this
Not
is
with
I
the
think
heat
we
out
did-
here. I can't.
Should we
Oh
split it
my
into
God.
part 2 and 1?
We could do a second part.
We do a part 2.
Part 2 coming in
wait,
2
wait.
seconds.
Yeah,
All right,
part
part
two
2.
coming in. Here, we'll do
All right.
we'll do a break and we'll do part 2. Stay tuned for part 2. Thank you guys for tuning in for part
We'll
1.
see you later, guys.
We'll see you guys later.
I will still be white in the next one.
All right, let's take a break.
Give me. I need to stand up. I'm sweating.
I'm going to do my own podcast. Guys, listen up.